Practice exercise 3, time, speed, distance. Question 14. A can complete a certain job in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. In how many days can B complete the work? Now this is the concept which people tend to get confused with. So let's just understand this part. B is 60% more efficient than A. This implies if A does 10 units of work in the same amount of time, B will do 16 units of work. B is 60% more efficient, that means he does 60% more work than A. And which also means if he is doing 60% more efficient, he is doing 60% more work than A, the time taken should be lesser. So if B is taking 12 days to do a piece of work in the same amount of time, in the same 12 days, which I'm sorry, I'll do this question again. I mixed up A and B. Question 14. A can complete a certain job in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. In how many days can B complete the job? B is 60% more efficient than A. That means in a given amount of time, if A can do 10 units of work, B will do in the same amount of time, B will do 16 units of work. Why 16 units? Because he is 60% more efficient. So his efficiency is 60% higher, so he will do 60% more work. Okay. So this is the key thing which we need to remember always. Secondly, I can say hence B will do 1.6 times the work that A does. Whatever A will do, B will do 1.6 times. So the time taken to do the same amount of work should be 1 upon 1.6. So if A can do a piece of work in 12 days, B will do the same amount of work in 12 upon 1.6 days, which is 120 upon 16, which is equal to 7.5 days. So choice D becomes the correct answer. Now just to understand this further, this particular concept further, we can straight away go on to A into B is equal to constant. You could have also said that because if B is 60% more efficient than A, he will do, if A does 10 units, B will do 16 units. So you can say the amount of work both of them will do is the same. If the amount of work is same, what is the number of days B will take? Which means A is taking 10 units of work per day and he is doing 12 days. So the amount of work is 120 units. If I assume that A does 10 units of work per day and he is working for 12 days, the amount of work becomes 120 units. If the amount of work is 120 units and B works at the rate of 16 units per day, in how many days will he finish the work? Which will again be nothing but 120 upon 16, and which is what we had calculated here. Okay? So all you need to remember, the efficiency is double, you will take half the time. If the efficiency becomes 3 times, you will take 1/3 of the time. If the efficiency becomes 3/2 times, the time taken should be 2/3.